Right, welcome back guys. We are at Three Sisters for Drift League. So firstly, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors that are with us this year. So first off, we go with Retire. They're in Newton Abbot. They're helping us with the tyres. We've got Wasner Pistons in the engine tuner, look after the car. So any mapping need doing, go and see Martin. Start UK. They do all the electrical, like switches, cut-offs, wiring, anything electrical. They rebuild starters, alternators. They're brilliant. So go and see Ollie. And then obviously us at the back.
Oh, and you can't forget Josh.
Oh yeah, can't forget Josh, can we? And Josh at the front. How did we forget that one? Right. So yeah, it's not my first time here. It's my second time, but last time we was here was in the 36, not the 14. So we'll just play it by ear and see how we get on. And Steve's going to be my spotter for the day, and a few other friends.
It'll be a good day. Stop panicking.
Nerves are there.
Cameron,
He's away.
Nice to see you. Where is the video of the E46?
Right, so we're warming it up, getting it ready to go out and see how I get on. Still shaking.
Right, so we just had to go back into the pits. Bob got pulled off the track because he was exceeding the noise limit on the limiter, so we've had to pull it back from 8,200 RPM to something a little bit more subtle. So every time the car was hitting the limiter, it was just popping and banging and it sounded like a gun going off. So we've plugged his laptop into it. Spoke to Martin at Engine Tuner, and Martin's plugged into the link, which is the beauty of them, remotely connected to the link, and messed around with the RPM limit, pulled it back, and it's a lot quieter. So fingers crossed, this time he goes out, he'll be a lot better off. So we'll see how he goes on the next one. Yeah, that was nigh on spot on. The only thing that you need to do is when you come out of like the tightest bit of Luna, you need a bit more speed to carry you over the red and white to get across like the ones in front of you for the last clip, because obviously, yeah, you need a bit more out of there, because it was bang on, apart from obviously you had to pull the handbrake on the bit on the inside to try and keep. Yeah, you might need to get fifth. All right, you need to hug the inside of the track as much as you can with the front. That's where you're getting it. That's where you're getting your speed scrubbed off, because you're sitting on the outside too much, and there's not enough room for you to keep the momentum. Oh, so Bob got about 3 runs out of the first set of tyres. I think he managed to squeeze 5 out of the other set. So I think just playing with the tyre pressures will maintain a happy medium. We'll see how it goes. So we've got 4 tyres that are just currently being changed. 2 new on the car, ready to go after lunch. So we'll update you once qualifying starts and see how we get on from there.
Right, so just been out for practice. Had to take some grip out of the car. The car was way too gripped up. It was fast, but I was struggling. It just kept straightening up, so not what we need. So Steve said few corner. I think Luna when it was mainly.
Yeah. So initiation into here, you just needed to try and upset the car a bit more to get the back of the car on the clip point on the entry. The rest of it was absolutely spot on until we get round to
Luna,
the second part as you enter Luna. As you come out of that one, you were just a little bit too far away, so the back of the car was keeping to the outside curb line, and you were losing all of your momentum to be able to keep the car out for the last clip. So
yeah,
you did really well to bring the car into the inside of the track, and you were able to continue that corner without touching the handbrake, and which was obviously making it easier for the cars behind you because they weren't having to slow down.
And
so it's getting better.
And we got told off from the first lap out.
Yes. I've already explained before, yeah. Obviously, we had to pull the RPM limiter back.
We had to ring Martin. Thank you, Martin, if you watch this. He remoted in and turned the hard cut limiter off and put it as a soft cut. So no more getting told off. So that's good. Apart from that, the car feels great.
Well, it does now. It's got pressure in the tyres.
Yeah, we've had to up the pressures. So
one pressure gauge was lying. It was telling us we had 30 psi, and it was at 22.
Yeah, and we've clicked in a bit of the rebound on the coilovers, so it's not so squat. But yeah,
it's definitely looking a lot
have some
better.
lunch and then out for qualifying. So stay tuned and wish us luck.
Good luck.
Right, just about to start qualifying now. They're just doing like a parade lap quickly, and then we'll get on with qualifying and we'll see how Rob gets on with that, and we'll keep you updated as we move along.
Different driver. I do know this driver very much. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick my notes up and they've flown away.
Well, I'm going to say
it's Robert Spray.
Robert Spray in his cool purple S14A. Dropping a wheel on the curb and mixing it work onto the inside clip. That sounds very powerful.
Yeah, 2J under the bonnet of that 350Z gearbox, so good ratios on it. It's all wide spark front and rear.
Oh, a little bit of a wavering, one wheel onto the inside curb, that's going to deduct them loads. So for you guys standing on the bank...
Okay, so first stage of qualifying is done. Rob's qualified to 20th so far. So they're about to do their second stage of qualifying, and we will see what the score is at the end of this one. So fingers crossed for him. He does really well and doesn't let the nerves get to him.
Nice. So running down here we have the purple S14 of Mr. Robert Spray, 2J powered CD09.
Look at that, flying through the layout like nothing. Quick adjustment to get himself into the outer zone. Very nice driving so far. Fulfills the outer zone again. Really nice. Big smoke. Look, the smoke is coming from the door that he's flying through the last outer clips. He's making the tires extra work.
there is some real wheel speed in that.
I think he looked at the
Yeah,
wrong place and he
you
went
alright?
to the wrong place. That's how it works. You look where you go.
Can you hear me? Yeah, you alright? Yeah, I got some bad news,
Again,
mate.
it's on the inside there, that's gonna a lot
you've,
of deduction of points there.
You were 23rd.
Again, not a powerful car there, just a little 3 litre in
Yeah.
36 and
Well,
down.
you're now 14th.
Right, we've done qualifying. I qualified 20th. We were like 15th, but as people were coming through, I got knocked further down. So it is what it is. But for my first comp in this proper comp in this car, I can't really moan.
No.
Out of how many drivers? 40 something?
43?
Three?
Yeah, 43
drivers. So can't really moan.
No.
So on my first run, I got nerves got the better of me. I was trying to drive the car harder than I should have been. Instead of just chilling, because you're sat out there for so long, you sort of like, it starts getting in you, but it is what it is. And then my second run, I just chilled and went for it, and yeah, did a better run. Yeah, so I've dialed some more grip out. I've clicked the coilovers up another 2 clicks to make it a bit stiffer. The car's too gripped up. Like, I'm running 30 psi, like in 265 tyres. So I need to dial a bit of toe out, I think, and it would make it a bit easier to drive. But at the moment, it's working for me, and we're going to keep pushing. So.
From his second run again and holds it off. I'll be very happy with that because that was sick. But let's see what happens.
Michael's most definitely a gangster, so let's see what happens when we're off.
Definitely gangster. There we go. He's leaving the line. Rob sprays right on the bumper. Nice entry by Michael. Rob is right there on the door. He's pushing him around through first corner already. Transition into clip 2. Wow, Rob is on point, but Michael is giving him a brilliant lead line to chase. Into Rogerson. Oh, Rob had a bit of a problem. He's straightened up, a lot of adjustment in the chase. And now straight up to the door, around Dugar. Oh, I wonder what happened there.
I think that's just the issue of chasing a car when you have double the power there.
The line before Rob. He's going side by side. What is going to happen? Big flick and oh, Michael's right on the door initiation. Can he hold it? Absolutely. Makes a transition before Rob. Oh, almost. That would have been so sick, so gangster. And now Rob through the Rogerson, throughout the zones. Michael is trying to catch up, but he's just still too much of a gap. Now onto the last 2 clips. It looks like Rob is on a rocket ship forward.
Yeah, that was definitely a gangster dive there from Michael, but just couldn't quite hold it, bless him.
Basically, for the last 2 years, we've been asking Michael, come on, we want to see some gangster stuff. And now he's doing gangster stuff, and it's almost we're getting it. What an amazing thing. I want to see it one more time, if I'm honest. I'd like to see it one more time. I'm not saying that's the right call, because I don't know anything. I think the judges are going to deliberate. Who is it going to be? And the winner is Rob Spray! Takes the win and moves on to the top 16. Doing it for fun because his main purpose is to borrow with Jack. Rob sprays right onto the door of Toby. Transition into zone 2. Very nice transition by both drivers. Toby's doing a great job, but Rob is right onto the door. Builds up a bit of a gap into Rogerson. Rob is right up to the inside. That's going to impede him a lot. But he's catching on now, and he's on the door of Toby Walker. Can he catch on? Oh, a bit of a He's doing an epic lead line all the way to the finish. Make some noise. What a pair of drivers.
So, Yogi, my eyes and ears in the pit.
Two very high horsepower cars. Both Jay-Z's. Both Jay-Z's. Both good drivers. Just one S-body. Which one is going to take the win? Toby takes a big aggressive approach. Right onto the door of Rob. Very good so far. Transition. Wow! He's on his door. Keeping it around. Lost a little bit of a gap there. Now transition into the next part. Toby is catching on quicker and quicker. Now he's onto the door. He's not as close as Rob was, but he's on a better line. That's going to be a tough call. That's going to be a very tough call.
So angry.
Yeah! The win!
And Rich Graham gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely a hard-fought battle there. Absolutely well done to Molly. That was
Great ace. Great ace. Man, that was a awesome battle. So you were on his door, like, your chase was great. Well, one of your battle was your chase was better.
You were touching.
Right, guys, we are into top 8. I forgot then. Yeah, we are into top 8, so I'm absolutely exhausted. See how we get on. It's not my, the car's fast. Not taking away from the other drivers, they're all amazing. But it's so gripped up that I do struggle to drive chasing the slower car. So, but I seem to walk away when I'm out in front. So that's been my advantage. But let's keep going. Let's see if we can get into top 4, and then go from there.
Starting our top 8, here's your first 4 drivers. We got Kieran Bond, Mark Brown, Rich Graham, and Rob Spray. This is going to be pretty sick battle. Okay, next up we have Rich Graham in after his 5-minute rule, and unfortunately he just dropped the wheel on entry, so I think Rob is already at an advantage. But now, making it work.
Yes, Rich is standing off his bumper there.
Getting better and better and closer now that he knows he can dial it in. There's still a bumper under Rich's face top. But I guess it doesn't matter to him, it's exactly the same. Graham in the chase, the second run of the battle. Ooh, Rob is getting closer and closer. And now Rich Graham is closing the gap. Straight, but Rich is not keeping up. And now he's going back, he's trying to keep up, he's trying and trying, but Rob Spray is just looking on rails right now. He's trying to Right, so we got like a couple of minutes until the next battle, so we thought of inviting the man of the hour. Genuinely, what an okay, hold on, we'll announce first. We'll do the announcement. So who's the winner of the next battle?
Ladies and gentlemen, just for a minute while the judges are watching the tape back, we are just getting a final decision on it.
winner is...
Really deliberating this one.
While we have a few minutes, we're waiting for the guys to change time to go back.
Let's get down there. Oh, this is a good day so far. I am knackered running up and down that hill.
The line like a man possessed. He's absolutely flying in. Rob is absolutely wheel spinning all the way through the start line, so he lost a lot of proximity there, but he catches on through into zone 2. Kieran is always on the same lap. It's like watching a rewind. Big transition into Rogerson on the perfect line. Rob is trying to catch on. He does everything he can, but Kieran is absolutely on rails. So fast. Wow!
It just shouldn't work that well, should it?
Rod Spray in the lead, and Kieran Bond ahead of Rod Spray somehow, initiating into first corner. He's right onto the door. He is not letting Rob get away from his chance to go onto the top step on the podium. He's backing his door in. He's stunned the door on the bumper. He's not letting him go. He wants his chance to win the event. Kieran is flying in. He's on the door, and Rob has 3 times the power, and he's nothing phases Kieran on. What a driver! 3 sisters, why are you going? Make some noise!
I would not want to be on the other side of this lorry right now, Mr. Kaziz. Let me tell you that for nothing.
Wow! Wow! So, who's going to be the winner? Who's going into the final? It is... Kieran Bond goes to the final! Against Callahan and B, and we're going to see Rob Spray back. We're leaving. Rob Spray leaving the line before Alex. He's getting all the run up. Oh, almost contact on entry, but that is fine. They're still out there. Alex William drops a wheel in the dirt. Rob Spray takes advantage, gets on his door and keeps the proximity. Now transition on the Manji. Oh, Alex filled up a bit of a gap there. And Rob is making his way to close that proximity back again. And he's going to be on the top to Luna. Can he keep up behind Alex? Tapping doors all the way to the finish. That's what we wanted to see. Ready to send them off again. So we've got Rob Spray in the lead now. Is there going to be a little bit of contact? Oh, Alex initiating before Rob. That's insane. Staying on track, Rob does a better lead line stuff. Oh my God, Alex makes a huge dive. Makes it work, keeps the proximity through there. Transition, Rob Spray in the wrong place. Alex Williams goes absolutely balls in. That was incredible. All the way through. They had the biggest competition all weekend. Wow, massive round of applause for your drivers.
And he goes straight off into the wheat field. Yeah.
How do you keep it so light yet push so hard? I don't understand. Yeah. Okay, so I do. Oh, I'm very happy with this. I want everyone to give a huge round of applause for Rob Spray!
done, sir. Great driving. Well done.
Mate, I'll get some footage to you, okay? Alright, good luck. Off the track, please!
I'll pay for the hotel room.
Fuck yeah!
Where was the person you come for?
So Bob, how do you feel about
Alex.
coming third in your first ever competition?
I don't really know.
Do you know how I feel?
Overwhelmed?
No, I'm sad because now we've got to take that apart again now.
Oh, no.
How do you feel, Harry? Good.
He likes the silverware.
Good job. Stand it up on the roof.
Get you ready for tomorrow now.
Clutch is slipping and turbo gasket's gone.
We can work on it tonight. Do you want me?
Oh, well, after a very successful day, we are in third position on the podium. I think everybody's extremely happy, especially me, because all those long nights and weekends of building the car has paid off. We've actually got a really good result from today, so well done to Bob. I was going to say, you're going to be living this up forever now, Grace. So yeah, I'm sure Rob's going to say the same thing, but thank you to engine tuner Martin, Rob Osborne. That car is an absolute machine. So got a few little things that we've got to tinker with now to get it ready for tomorrow, and hopefully we can get him back out in Class 1. So that'll be fun because it'll be with Martin Winnicott, Matt Smith and the other lads in the very big cars. So I'm going to try and get him some semi-slicks, see if we can get back out on track tomorrow and see what it will do with some really grippy tyres. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm fed up of running. Right, we've sourced 4 road tyres for tomorrow and potentially a T3/T4 turbo gasket. So hopefully we'll be good for tomorrow. We will see. In Rob's last charge, he seemed to fall back a little bit and dropped off the pace a little bit when he was chasing Kieran or Lena. I can't remember which one it is. It's been a long day now. But basically, when he finished, basically discovered that the gasket between the turbo and the manifold had gone. So it's absolutely trashed. Thankfully, one of the other lads here had a spare T4 gasket, so we've put that on along with some silly black stuff in the hopes that it will seal enough for tomorrow and keep him in the fight for Class 1. So we'll throw this back together, see how we get on. My hand is very sore because I was in such a rush to get the turbo off when he come back in. I've got my hand caught between the exhaust housing and the side of the car, so I'm feeling it a bit now. It's tad sore, but it's what we do for the game, I suppose. So Rob, you better appreciate this.
How many studs did you snap?
I snapped 2 out of 4, so I've done pretty good so far. And now I've just stuck my hand in the sealant, so brilliant. So a bit of media magic, the turbo is now magically on. Yeah, it kind of my fault. I rushed a little bit to get the turbo off to get it fixed, and I think with that the studs had expanded, making it a bit difficult to get them out of the manifold. So tried working them backwards and forwards, and I think it just weakened the studs in the end. So snapped the first one on the front and then snapped the second one, which is one of the harder ones to get to. But thankfully, the drifting community is such a fantastic place to be There are so many people here that are willing to help you. We had one lad supply us a gasket, another lad supplied us with a load of bolts, and yeah, without people like that, you'd never get anywhere in this sort of stuff. So big thanks to those guys for helping us out. I would say their names, but I didn't actually get told who they were at the time. So if you're watching this, you know who you are. So thank you very much. Hopefully it keeps us in the fight for tomorrow. So we will see how it goes.